our second string here, adding up fractions, and you might already have strategies for adding this up. I just wanted to refresh your intuition by referring these fractions to this clock right here. So when we see a half and a third, we can think, well, what is that in terms of minutes? A half of an hour is 30 minutes. A third of an hour, right, half of an hour would lead us to right here. A third of an hour leads us to here, 20 minutes. Excuse me. And not because 20 minutes 3 times, 20, 40, 60, gives us an hour, so 1/3 is just 20 minutes. And that's 50 minutes, or 50 out of 60, or 5 out of 6. And then we move on, we have a third again, so it's another 20 minutes, plus a fourth of an hour. Now you might be familiar with a fourth of an hour, a quarter of an hour, as 15 minutes. 15, 30, 45, an hour, whoa, an hour. So a quarter of an hour is just 15 minutes. So 20 plus 15, and that gives us 35 minutes, or 35 out of 60. And again, we're referring to these minutes out of 60 minutes. So now we have 3/4 of an hour plus a third. So we have 1/3 again, and that's just 20 minutes. And 3/4 of an hour, 3/4. Remember, every fourth is 15 minutes, so now we can think of that as 15, 1/4. 2/4 is a half, 30 minutes, and 3/4 is 45 minutes. So 45 and 20, that gives us 65 minutes. And we can write that as 65 out of 60. Because we're thinking about 65 minutes, and we're thinking about that relative to 1 hour or 60 minutes. It's okay to have an improper fraction. 2/3 next. Every 1/3 was 20 minutes, right? Brought us here. So 2/3 brings us to 40 minutes here. So we have 40 minutes plus 1/6. Well, here every step is a 12th. And you might remember that 2/12 equals a 6, because a 12th is half of a 6th. This is a 12th right here. And what ends up happening is that a 1/6 of an hour is just 10 minutes, because it takes 10 minutes 6 times to equal 60. And that means that 1/6 is 10 minutes. So here we have 40 plus 10, and it's 50 out of 60, or 5/6, which is the same thing that we had right here. These fractions are connected. I should put arrows here, sorry, because otherwise it looks like I'm saying in each of these cases that, well, here for example, 1/3 and a fourth is equal to 20 plus 15, but it's not. We're just using a model to think about these fractions. So now finishing up these introduction problems, again we have 3/4 of an hour, that's 45 minutes, and 2/3 again pops up. So we have another 40 minutes. That gives us 85 minutes out of an hour, right? So it's over an hour, it's an hour and 25 minutes. Last but not least, 2/3 pops up again, again and again and again. So here it is, 45 minutes. Oops, sorry, 40 minutes. Plus 5/6, which is just 50 minutes, and that gives us 90 out of 60, or 1 1/2 hours, right? It's a full hour and then 30 more minutes, so an hour and a half. And these are just introduction problems to play with this model. I hope you're starting to get a sense of how these fractions can easily be solved when thinking about them in terms of a clock. Alright, thanks.